performances are crazy, amazing. I'm not a super big fan of his music, but my mom loves it. My kid loves it. So, Netflix is renewing Black Mirror for another season. This is going to be season 8 of Black Mirror. It is bringing more dystopia to our dystopia. Okay, this one's kind of big. I have not done a deep dive into it, but Ashley Tisdale is labeled a mean girl, leader of the Mean Girl Moms group. And there's some others lumped in there with her, and then some other celebrities have made some comments on it. So the mom groups can get really mean anyways. Like, if you've had a baby in the Facebook era, right, you join these mom groups, and there are some really snarky, shrew bitches on there, right? Real judgy. Like, you'll see a comment and be like, damn, who do you think you are? So I'm guessing it's that vibe, but Hollywood. Nick Rayner's attorney withdraws from the case. Now, I did see a little more on this, and he just cited that he had something going on, like very, very vague reasons why he withdrew from the case. So that's not good for Nick Rayner, which, okay, we want him punished, so, like, kind of weird, right? Primate, the movie Primate is getting good reviews. It's a giddy, gory, good time, and as enjoyably nerve-shredding as it is silly. I want to see this so bad. I don't know when, but I really want to see. It's about the, I think it's like college-age kids. They go visit one of the friends' houses in Hawaii. That friend's house has some kind of primate as a pet, and he just roams the house like a family member. And so the friends, they're like, that's so cool, that's so cool. But something happens and a switch flips, and then he is not just a happy little pet anymore. He becomes like a rabid primate. Greenland 2 is getting mixed reviews from, it's the Gerard Butler. I liked the first one, I really did. It'll give you nightmares. It's kind of like apocalyptic, running from forces of nature and stuff, but Greenland 2 is out, and I've seen it like, oh, it's the dad we all need right now, and then another one says it's unmemorable, maybe trash or something, so I don't know. I will say the previews for this one did not look as enticing as the first one. Fetty Wap has been released early from prison for his drug trafficking case. So, I don't know. Good behavior. I don't know. Fetty Wap's out. Maybe he's gonna go back to making music. I don't know. Was he trafficking while he was making music? Because I feel like if you get to the point that you're making music, you should just live off that money and not be risking it all anymore. It's just me. His and Hers, that came to Netflix. I do believe it is a novel. Is it a novel by Alice Beanie? Is it a novel by Ruth Ware? Anyway, I don't read either of their books anymore because they burned me too many times, but His and Hers reviews are out. A new mystery thriller, which I love mystery thrillers, but the reviews are saying it's eminently watchable trash. So we've got another trash review. Will I still watch it? I might start it. I don't know. Washington National Opera bows out of the Kennedy Center after the Trump takeover because Trump put his name on the Kennedy Center, so there's a lot of people backing out now, and they backed out. The Washington National Opera backed out after 55 years. Kind of crazy. Timothy Busfield, he's on here a lot. He's been in the news like every day. messing with where it would make you kill your parents. If meds have the potential to do that, maybe those should be inpatient until you see the results. Britney Spears says she will never perform in the U.S. again. Harvey Weinstein, considering a guilty plea ahead of his third SA trial, claims that Rikers feels like a march to his death. Well, yeah, you're old and you're paying for your crimes at old age, and that's generally what people feel when they don't get caught until they're old. And then they gotta go get in line with hardened criminals. I guess, yeah, you're marching to your death. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to do time anymore. It's ridiculous. John Mulaney postpones Minneapolis show after the recent shootings. John Cunningham passes at age 93. Starred in Mystic Pizza, Titanic, and on Broadway. 93 years old. May he rest in peace, and may we all make it to 93 and beyond. Sean Combs writes Trump to ask for a pardon, and Trump finally says that he will not. Dozens of passengers had to evacuate a Disneyland monorail after a power outage, which is kind of scary, but then when you throw kids into the mix, and it was probably terrifying because kids can heighten any situation. Petitions to deport Nicki Minaj gain thousands of signatures. Where is she from? Michael Rappaport announces a bid for the New York City mayor race. Bob Weir of the Grateful Dead dies at 78 years old, leaving a huge fortune, so may he rest in peace. 78 is, to me, I just feel like 78's young. Obviously not young, it's young of the old. It's a young old. I don't know what I'm talking about. Too young to pass. arrest warrant was issued, so I don't know if he went into hiding for a little while. Was he like on vacation? I don't know, but the marshals were looking for him. Industry season 4 scored a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, so maybe I should give that show a shot. Don't even know what it's about. I do know that it's on HBO. George Clooney slammed Quentin Tarantino for his cruel comments about actors. Remember a couple weeks or months ago, I don't know time, he had made that list of actors that he thought were shit. And there was a lot of names on it. And so George Clooney slammed him. Like, he said something about, we're living in an age of, I think, like, enough cruelness. I don't know, but I do think it was cruel. It was very Mean Girl of Quentin to do that. Quentin's a mean girl. Okay, this is kind of crazy. Home Alone actor Daniel Stern, the one that played Marv, was charged with solicitation. I remember I got home from work and I was like, oh my god, Marv got arrested, and my husband had already seen that news. And I was like, why though? Like, just let them, if they're both consenting adults, I don't care. Arrest the pimp if there's a pimp. But otherwise, just let them do their weird stuff. I don't know. Sean Penn caught smoking at Golden Globes. He kept chain smoking and listened to nobody that was telling him to knock it off. Golden Globes face chaos as arrogant stars leave early and smoke at tables despite the ban. Like, what a bunch of absolute brats. Brats. You're not the only one. I don't want to sit by that shit. It's actually like the law now. And we shouldn't have to go home smelling like Sean Penn's mouth. Okay, more Timothy Busfield. Timothy Busfield faced another SA allegation and appeared in court. I think that was the one where now it's a 16-year-old girl or something. It wasn't the one with the boys, but he did make it to court, which means he's been found, right? Sophie Turner is playing the new Lara Croft in the Tomb Raider series. I need to go back and watch Tomb Raider before I watch the new Tomb Raider. My stomach is about to growl. Sorry guys, I'm hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet. There it goes. Reviews are in for 28 Days Later, The Bone Temple, calling it glorious and the perfect franchise bridge. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about that. We are going to go see it as soon as we get some time. Agatha Christie's novel Seven Dials turned into a Netflix cozy mystery, a breezy whodunit, and an engaging miniseries. Kiefer Sutherland again. He's back and wilder than ever. Kiefer Sutherland arrested in a rideshare altercation. He allegedly assaulted a driver, and now his troubled legal past resurfaces. I'm pretty sure Kiefer Sutherland has like an alcohol problem. I think that's at the root of why he cycles through this BS. And he's a celebrity. He's a brand. He's not gonna be stopped. Okay, this is interesting. Neo speaks on how he makes his polyamorous relationship. He has 3 girlfriends. How he makes it work. He claims that it's hard work, but that he's never been afraid of hard work. Hijack with Idris Elba season 2 comes to Apple TV, and this time it is on a train. Now I started watching. I love Idris, but I started watching season 1 of that a while back, and I was like, this is kind of out there. Will I give season 2 a try? I might give season 2 a try without even finishing season 1. We'll just see, Julio Iglesias, accused of SA by former staff members, as well as physical. It says Spanish prosecutors study allegations, which does that mean in Martin star Tashina Arnold didn't want anyone to know that they were dating back in his 90210 days, so he dated Pam. And she made him keep it a secret. Okay. I gotta get to work. Anyways, if you watched this all the way to the end, thank you very much. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, good night, sleep, and I will see y'all